Hello my friends, it's Dino and you're back in my handyman zone. I want you to bring your A game today because we're going to do a little creative carpentry on an older Dutch door that has multiple problems. So let's get right into it. Here is our Dutch door. It's top and it's got a bottom. It's an entrance door into the house. Here's our hinge side. We got two hinges on the bottom and we got two hinges on the top. There's a lot of play in the hinges. They're worn out. So basically the whole door is sagging down to the, I'm sorry about the background noise. What do you got there? All right, leave me alone. Busy here. The door is sagging, so it's hitting the frame when you try to close it. It's not closing easy. You see that gap there? Frame and panel, stile and rail, whatever you want to call it. But note the crack and watch what happens as I pick up on the door. You see that crack is moving, okay? If we follow this down, you can see that that's all split. It's split and it's split at the bottom. Right here, I'll get you a better camera angle, but look at this here, look at this crack. It's moving. Now over here, and again, door's not closed. You really gotta, but watch, did you see that? Did you see that? You see that big gap there? Now watch when I close it, that gap. See that? That's a big problem. It's split all the way down. In the past, someone tried to fill this crack in with wood filler. There's like a 1/4 inch of wood filler in here that's keeping us from getting it back into the original position nice and tight. And when it's tight, this door closes and opens nice. And I'm pulling with my hand to make it tight. If I let go, you see, we have to get that wood filler out of there so the panel can come back in the original position. We got to do the hinges. I'd like to do the hinges first because I want to get a good eyeball for how this door is going to sit with the new hinges before I start. I don't know how old this door's been. I haven't worked on it before. I don't know if it's going to be too small because maybe someone shaved it. Bring your A game. We're going to work in steps. First step, replace the 4 hinges. It's easy. We do them one at a time, so we don't even have to really take the doors off the frame. Then we'll address split rails. We're going to get this door working really good, and we're not going to make a big deal out of it. Well, I've got some mending plates here, and that's going to serve us in lieu of glue and clamps. We can use the mending plates with screws. I have some 3.5 inch hinges that have the radius corner. Tools we're going to be using. We're going to have a drill, and this has the countersink, self-centering countersink bit. It self-centers in the screw hole, and it only drills like 3/4 deep, which is the length of the screw, so you don't go through stuff. It's a nice little thing to have. We're going to have a power screwdriver, but you could get away with a regular screwdriver if you had to, and a center punch screwdriver. We're also going to need a scraper or a sharp chisel to take care of that wood filler that we got to scrape out of the. I always like to do the bottom hinge first because you could usually, like, it wants to come this way because all of the weight is pushing it. But you could usually find a little place to put it. But when we do the top hinge, it's going to be tricky because it's going to want to fall and twist the new hinge. So we're going to have to use like 3 hands to support it. Here is the old hinge. I measured it, 3.5 inch hinge with the radius corners. And I showed up with new hinges. The only thing you have to worry about when you're putting the hinges in is you want the pin on the top side. You don't want the pin on the bottom side because over time gravity, as the door opens and closes, may pull the pin out. When I take this top hinge off, that door is going to want to fall and twist on this hinge. I got to like come up with some idea or something. When I started this YouTube video, I asked you to bring your A game, so this is what I'm talking about. The hinge issue with the whole thing falling down when I take that top hinge off, I'm gonna put a corner brace right here, one into the frame, one into the door. When I take those last screws out of the hinges, the door's not gonna move. Be able to stick the new hinge in, screw it in, then remove the L brace, the corner brace. Here we go. Look at that, fits right in there. And there's our bracket, 2 hinges done. Boys and girls, now hinges stabilized and addressed. Let's start working on the split rails on that bottom door. The first thing we're going to do is carefully, using a sharp chisel or a razor or whatever works, we're going to get that old putty, or as they call it in Brooklyn, pooty. Let's get the old pooty that someone put in there and painted over. It's keeping it from going back into position. Let's get that pooty out of there. This is like some flexible wood filler product. It's probably been in here for years, but it's not dried up yet. It's flexible. And it's all lumpy. They didn't even smooth it out. Let's just take it all off of there. It looks like there's another chunk right here. And a splinter, we won't be needing that. That was all putty I took out of there. And look, now I got my 1/4 inch here. That's going to make up for that 1/4 inch over there. But I want to go over these paint lines with this utility knife, because there's multiple layers of paint also holding all these joints together. Just gives us more of a steady, controllable pressure. Oh my God, you're so loud, you doggy. With the pipe clamps and the non-marring mallet and the dog breathing and dribbling on me, we've got that 1/4 inch down to maybe a 1/16. That's looking really good. And we've got this side closed up a little bit, but this side doesn't want to move. It's all painted. It's painted all over the. When you pre-drill like this, not only is it easy to start the screws, but there's a lot. You're not going to split the wood. This is pine. It's a softwood. It's not really an issue. But if you're working with any kind of hardwood, yeah, you just can't go sticking screws in there without pre-drilling, or you're going to split the wood. Okay, let's try it. And just strike being this thing for the lock. And the strike plate. It's a little off because it's
so much.
Oh yeah,
so
check it out.
Good. I
check
really
it out.
Appreciate it.
Check it out. Look, Miss Caroline, look. It's closed.
Every day, everybody walks in here and says to me, "What's wrong with the door? Get the door fixed."
His hand goes up to the ceiling. Yeah.
Right. Damn it, I don't have any milk. All right, Dino. Thanks.
Thanks, Miss Caroline. Oh, look at that. Hey, just try it before you go. Pull it close from the.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Dino,
Yeah.
this front door might need a little oil or something. It sticks now.
Okay. Yeah, seasons are changing. I'll take a look at it.
Oh, thanks. Oh, that's just wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yep, no problem, no problem.
Okay, bye now. Bye.
That's what I do. Okay, my friends, check it out. Now, I touched up the paint a little bit. Open easy. Close beautiful. It latches. This is the top of the Dutch door. And this is the bottom here. So beautiful. So beautiful. Look at that. That's one Dutch door. DinoPinch, the handyman, YouTube's one and only, has saved. Now, one of the nice things is this is one appointment. I still got 3 more to do, and it's still early in the day. 20 bucks. 20 bucks in hinges and brackets. The rest is me. Plus, I went through her groceries. I got myself a nice apple. And she had like some homemade fudge that I just swiped. Okay, take the minute, sub to my channel. Really helps me out with this YouTube gig. Plus, you'll be getting notifications of all my new videos. If you got any questions or comments, leave them in the box below, because I'm on top of it and I will answer your questions, or one of the other YouTubers will chime in because they liking that. This is Dino the Handyman, and I'm saying, see you later.